What's going on, guys? This is a video format which I intend to use over the next few weeks due to me being swamped with college work and exams coming up soon. There's a lot of content which I intended on making this week, but plans are easily drawn in the sand and just as easily washed away. So I was paying attention to the news and I saw what's been happening with the Standing Rock protesters, how rubber bullets are shot at them in their heads and water cannons being sprayed at them in the freezing cold, and it's made me really think about President Obama and what his legacy will really be. Now, I've had a love-hate relationship with President Obama. In 2008, when he was running for election, I was just a kid, and I wanted him to win because it meant a lot to see the first black president, and he won. He got elected. And then in 2010, when he cancelled the Constellation program to return human beings to the moon and continue on to Mars, something that Dubia, George Bush, put forward. And it was something that inspired me. It made me interested a lot more in science, and it really gave me a direction to aim for space. Um, that's when I really lost interest in him and I really disliked him. He canceled the program, and when he moved towards privatization, and then in 2012, I still didn't like him that much. I wanted Newt Gingrich to win for crying out loud, because Newt Gingrich said that he wanted to build a colony on the moon. I was just a child in 2012. I may probably just turned 13, and so I didn't know anything about US politics. I didn't know anything about Newt Gingrich. I just heard that and I was like, that's the guy. And but now in 2014 I started liking Obama again. I thought he was a really cool guy. Then come around to this year, and when I saw the primaries and I saw how Bernie Sanders was treated and how I learned about how Obama played a role in it, I started to dislike him. And when I learned more about how he's a corporate Democrat, how he's a neoliberal, I really lost interest in him. I really disliked the guy. And then after the primaries, when Hillary won, I started to feel a little bit better about him. I started to really get excited again for him because I felt like Trump's a real threat to the human race, to our existence. Trump's a real demagogue, and his plan for the climate, his plan for the Iran deal, it really made me appreciate Obama a lot more. But then with the Standing Rock protesters and what I've seen happening, and I've been watching the Young Turks more often recently, although I practically watch them every day. And Jimmy Dodd talked about how Obama could stop this right now, and witnessing what's happening to the water protectors and the brutality and how one of them got their arms blown off by a grenade, it just it's made me lose a lot of hope in this world. It's made me lose a lot of faith in Obama. It's made me see Obama as someone who's weak, and not just weak, but I mean, how evil do you have to be? Do you have to, how can you have such low empathy to allow something like this to happen? And he's the president, and it's happening on his watch, and he can stop it right now. There is nothing stopping him from stopping it. And they could have acted a lot on, they could have acted on climate change a lot sooner. They could have agreed to cut emissions compared to 2005 levels, but they didn't. They waited until it was politically expedient for them to suggest this so that when Trump repeals it, then they can have something to campaign on in 2018. And that's just unacceptable. America has habeas corpus repealed. They could just lock up people for absolutely anything. It's just a mess now over there. And Obama's legacy is one of compromise, weakness, corporatism, being a sellout, and he really hasn't accomplished anything. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He puts a pretty face on all of the terrible things that's going on in the world, all of the terrible things that the West is doing right now. And That's my opinion of him. And for the Standing Rock protesters, they should know that they're not alone. There's a lot of support for them out there, a lot of support for them globally. Everyone from the rest of the world that's seeing this on the news, well, seeing this on the alternative media, the mass media isn't even covering this. And it just goes to show how my opinions on protesting has changed over time, because these people are peaceful and they are met with force, they are met with intimidation. They are being attacked and just brutalized for what? A useless pipeline which we don't need anymore. Pipelines which is, in all seriousness, going to end the world, going to bring us to extinction. 7 degrees temperature rise by 2100 means there will be no more human beings on this planet. There will be no more life on this planet. So, this is my opinion on Barack Obama, and this is his legacy, giving Trump power, giving Trump a surveillance state, giving Trump a police state, giving Trump a militarized police, giving Trump the Dakota Access Pipeline to finish, giving Trump free realm to go open season on the Native Americans, giving Trump and the entire Republican Party the ability to just tear up all climate legislation. And he hasn't just failed America. President Barack Obama has failed the world.